Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a video about what I've been melting for the past week. This is actually like 8 days worth of melts for my living room, my kitchen, the bedrooms and bathrooms. I have 3 warmers in my living room. I have one warmer in my kitchen, and then I have a nightlight plug-in warmer in 3 bathrooms, and I have a warmer in my bedroom and a warmer in both of my kids' rooms as well. So let me kind of just go through what I've been melting, how they did. First off, this was a loaf I have of Disneyland from Sassy Girl Aroma. This is a very fruity type of a scent. I love this one. First of all, it's beautiful when it melts. It just leaves the most gorgeous wax pools because it's like a rainbow. It smells like a rainbow. But yeah, I did this in the living room. It threw really well, very strong, a really good summer scent. I also had cut up a loaf of Vintage Chic Scents Grandma's Pink Pearls. And this one I did as a nighttime melt in my living room. This one didn't throw as strong as I was hoping it would. But, I mean, I definitely could smell, you know, the lavender and all that good stuff in there and some peppermint. So this was really good, especially for, like, a nighttime melt. I also melted a chunky cake of lavender soda from Zate Bath. This sucker threw really strong. I only had, like, one small chunk in there and one warmer, and it just threw really strong. So I'm actually really excited to continue to melt this one because it was just really, really good. And if you're not familiar with this scent, it's like a fizzy lavender, a fizzy sweet lavender. Really good if you're kind of on the fence about either fizzy scents or lavender scents. This is like a really good one to, I think, kind of get you to like both. So I really, really love this one. I also got my Bam Bags in, pre-order in from Super Tarts. So I melted Beauty and the Beast. This will always be one of my favorite blends from Super Tarts. It's just sweet, you know, you get that blackberry in there, and the Magically Delicious just makes it so smooth and creamy, and this is just, this is such a good one, and it threw really great. I had this going in all 3 of my warmers in my living room, and it probably threw really strong for, I would say, about 6 to 7 hours. Really strong, like I said. So it was just really good. I probably didn't even need to change this one out for a nighttime melt, but you know, I sometimes like to just switch it up if I get, you know, too used to a scent. I like to just switch something out for the evening. So that's the only reason why I switched this one out. I did not switch it out for performance issues, just to vary things up. But yeah, this is really good. Also from Super Tarts, from one of my Bam Bags, I melted Fake and Bake in all 3 warmers in my living room. And this one threw strong for probably the first 2 hours. And then after that, I didn't really smell it too much again. Like if I left the room and came back in, I could kind of smell it. But it definitely had lost some of that strength from its initial 2 hours of melting. So this one I might just kind of melt in the kitchen as a, you know, kind of a bakery type scent, which I really like to do those kinds in my kitchen. So I might just keep this to a kitchen melt instead of my living room. I also melted, this was a sample from Scoopable Tart Wax. This is Salted Caramel Monster. I melted half of a cup here, 1.5 ounces, half of that in my kitchen. This threw really strong for like the first probably 2 hours. And then it kind of fizzled out a little bit, but maybe next time I'll just put in the whole thing instead of just cutting it in half. But this was really good, really sweet, definitely a very good salted caramel note. Also from Super Tarts, I melted Snow, which is spearmint and Mac Apple. This was a new to me scent when I ordered it, and I was actually on the fence about getting it because the spearmint sort of scared me. And Mac Apple is not my favorite, although I'm starting to come to like Mac Apple more and more. So I melted this. I did 2 cubes in my living room, just one in each. I have 3 warmers, but I only used 2 warmers for this, one in each warmer. And I did this as a nighttime melt, and it was strong. Like I left those 2 warmers on all evening, and all like night as well, and I could still smell this in the morning. So this sucker was strong. It was so beautiful melted. I don't know why I was scared of this one to begin with. I should have just listened to consensus on the Facebook group page when everybody was raving about snow. But yeah, this is just a really nice one. I will definitely have to get more of this. Okay, from Hayden Rowe Candle Company, I have a loaf of her base de cassis. I don't know if I'm saying that right. This is supposed to be, I think, a dupe of a diptyque candle. Didn't really smell too much like the diptyque candle because I do have that one. But this is really nice, really strong. I did this in my bedroom upstairs and the bathroom as well, which my master bathroom. And this was really good, really, really good. A nice, like fresh, almost floral, perfumey almost, but it's not like a offensive one. But this was really good. I also melted some of the samples I got from her. Love Spell, this was actually the cutest thing. It was like a little mini duck. And I hated having to melt it because it was so cute. But this was, this was like a spot on dupe of Victoria's Secret's Love Spell. And I did this one in my bathroom upstairs and it went strong for like 2 days straight. I also had Lanai from Hayden Rowe. There was 3 stars in here originally, and so I melted 2 stars in my kids' bathroom upstairs, and this is good. Like, I need to get more of this. This is like a nice tropical Hawaiian beachy type of a scent. Really good for a bathroom, really good for the summer. It wasn't as strong, like it didn't last as long as I was hoping it would. But I will say that these are really small little stars, so I'm sure if I had put in a little bit more or put all 3 in, it probably would have been a lot stronger. But such a beautiful scent. Okay, from Sniff My Tarts, I have Cotton Candy Sweet Lavender Strawberry. I did this in the evening to kind of cover up. My husband's starting to get into this hobby of brewing his own beer, which if you guys have ever done that or have any significant others who have brewed home brewed beer, it really smells. Like, it stinks so bad when he's like boiling the grains or whatever. Like, it straight up smells like dry dog food. So when he was kind of done with his grain brewing or whatever, I needed something just sweet and bright. So I did this, and this did the trick. It was really strong. I only melted this in 2 warmers in my living room, and it did a great job of covering up that home-brewed beer smell. But this was really, really good. From Vintage, oh my God, you guys, I cannot talk. From Vintage Chic Scents, this was Lucky Luciano and Harry Houdini. I know Lucky Luciano is a Calicus dupe from Lush. I'm not sure what Harry Houdini is, but this I did in my bedroom. It was a really gorgeous day on Saturday. It was like 75 degrees. We had all of our windows open. And even with all of my windows open in my bedroom, this was still really strong in there. And a just nice kind of like bright lime, sour lime type of a note. A little bit of a fizziness in there, I think. But this was really good, really pretty. From Super Tarts, sorry I'm like bouncing all over the place with vendors. I'm just going through this box here, which I kind of just shoved everything in once I melted it. This was Snape. I melted this the day before I got my BAM bag of Snape in because I was like, well, I got a BAM bag coming in. I might as well use up what I had. This is just such a cinnamon sugar cookie bakery blend. It's really beautiful. It's really yummy. If you don't like bakery, you will not like this. If you do like bakery, and if you like kind of that like snickerdoodle bakery type of a scent, like, then this is a must-have. It's just creamy and smooth and like a snickerdoodle like cookie. It's so yummy. Really, really good. Really strong. Also from Super Tarts, I melted my last cube of Revenge. This one is one of my favorites when it comes to like rose jam. It's a little bit of a more sophisticated blend because it's just, I don't know, it's got a sweetness to it, but it's just a more like, I don't know how else to say it, but like a more sophisticated rose jam. It's just, I think it's got kind of that like black amber or something like that in there that just gives it a little bit more of a warmth. But I did 1 cube in my bathroom. And again, these are like a plug-in night light warmer. And this threw for 3 days straight without ever turning it off. Really good. I mean, it was just so good. And like I said, it's one of my favorites from Super Tarts. I think it's really underrated. and it's still on her site, and I will be stocking up. Really good. Also from Super Tarts, I finished up my last of my No Ordinary Girl. I did 2 cubes in my bedroom, and this one also threw for well over a day and a half, keeping the warmer on all the time, not shutting it off at all. I definitely pick up on the vanilla oak when I melt this. That's probably the top note that I get. And a little bit of the floral from the daisies. I don't get much citrus, but this one was really strong, really good. If you haven't tried this one, give it a try. It's just a really beautiful, very unique, very complex blend. I melted my last of Immortal Child from Twilight's because I have a super pan of this, and I also have backup clams of this, so I just wanted to, I think I had like 2 cubes left that I just wanted to melt through. But I did this in the evening as a nighttime melt in my living room. I just melted 2 cubes, and it's just a really beautiful, really beautiful blend, perfect for evening. It will always be like one of my favorites, really good. Beauty and the Beast, again, I don't need to talk about this one, but I think I melted this one a couple days before my Bam Bag of Beauty and the Beast came in because I wanted to use it up. Plus I have backup clamshells and again the Bam Bag in it. I don't need to talk about it again, but it was obviously really good. I did melt some Very Good Cookie because this was a new to me scent, and everybody was kind of raving about it because Brandy was offering this to pre-order in her next round of Bam Bags, so I wanted to give it a go to melt, just basically just to decide if I needed to buy a Bam Bag of this. It threw really good for the first 2 to 3 hours, and then after that I could not smell it. I even walking out of the room and coming back in, or walking outside and coming back in, it was non-existent to me. So I actually decided not to purchase this in a Bam Bag solely just for that. Plus I ordered some Bam Bags and scents that are kind of similar as far as like a berry and cookie type of a thing. So I, made the decision to just skip this one. It is a really pretty, sweet, berry sweet cookie blend. So it's good. It's just, like I said, it wasn't as strong of a performer as I was hoping. But still, it'll still be one that I'll repurchase in a clam. I melted Lorelei, again from Super Tarts. I did this one in the morning because I needed a coffee pick-me-up, and I did 3 cubes in my living room, and this thing threw really well. This one is going to be right up there for me as far as coffee scents go. It's going to be right up there with Grey's Anatomy for me. That's probably still going to be my top coffee scent favorite, and this is going to be a very close second. It's just, you can definitely get that ice cream coffee, that creamy coffee note when it gets warmed. I still didn't get the cinnamon donuts on warm. And I was specifically trying to kind of see if I could pick that out when I was melting it, but I couldn't get it. So, but it's, like I said, it's creamy coffee. It's really, really nice and strong. So also from Hayden Row, I melted 2 cubes of apricot chamomile in my bedroom. And this was also really strong. It probably lasted a full, morning until going to bed. It was like I said, really strong. Very fruity, like peachy fruity, and you get that chamomile as well. So it's almost like a peachy perfume. I know it's not peach, but to me, apricot and peach kind of smell a little bit the same or very similar in wax form. So it's just, kind of that apricot perfume a little bit, but just really nice. This is just a really, really pretty one. And if you've never melted Hayden Row before, she's kind of just blowing up as far as just people are discovering her. And I know her turnaround time right now is, I think, like a month. But her wax is a lot different, for me at least. It's very soft. I don't know if you guys can see, I'm denting it in there. So it's very soft. I will say it's a little challenging for me sometimes to get the wax out of the clamshell. Not so much with this particular blend, but I have Tonka Bean from her, and I could barely get that one out of the actual clamshell because it was so soft, it just did not want to come out. So just something to note there if you are interested in ordering from her. Definitely give her a go because her wax is beautiful and her scents are just beautiful and they throw really good. But if you get them in clamshell, because I know she offers scent shots and loaves that you can also get. If you get a clamshell, just be, keep that in mind that sometimes because her wax is really soft, it can be sometimes challenging to get it out. Anyway, now that I've been totally sidetracked, I also melted from L3 Waxy Wonders Snow White's Downfall Spring Breeze. This was a sample I got, and I just did like a couple scoops in the bathroom downstairs. This is really nice. It's like a So White dupe mixed with that Spring Breeze. Perfect for a bathroom. And this thing threw for a solid, I would say 2.5 days. Really good. I melted another Champagne Rose Parade from Candy Panda. I did this one in my bedroom. I usually like to cut her scent shots in half and melt half at a time, but I think I was really lazy. Didn't feel like coming all the way downstairs to cut it in half, so I just put the whole thing in. And it didn't throw as well, so I think I just put too much wax in. So I'm gonna go back to getting my butt downstairs to cut these in half because I think I just overwhelmed my wax warmer and it was just too much, so it didn't throw. So it was a little sad. Sad panda. Next, let me dig in here. I finished up a clam of Rory. I had this in a super pan, and I was going to order this in a band bag, but I modified my band bag list because it was out of control, and I just had to really go through and decide, you know, if I have it in a super pan, do I really need to get it in a band bag as well, especially if I have clams? And most of the time the answer is no, so I did not pre-order this in a band bag. But like I said, I have it in a super pan. It's really lovely. It throws pretty strong for me. Well, I'm knocking everything over. I usually do this in my living room in all 3 warmers, and yeah, I would say for the first 4 to 5 hours it throws really strong, and then after that I kind of don't smell it anymore. But usually by that time I'm ready to change out my wax anyway for something different. But this is just really nice. Persimmon, to me, if you've never melted that or smelled that, it's got very much an apricot or peach type of or a nectarine type of a note, where it's kind of got that sort of like stone fruit type of a scent to me. But it's just really nice, really, really nice. I love Rory. She's really good in Bath & Body products as well. Next, I melted a little sun tart, I don't know if you can see that, of Queensberry Fluff from Candles from the Keeping Room. This is so good. It's just marshmallowy berry. Just really, really nice. I did one tart in my kitchen, and it actually, I don't remember what I melted in the living room. I think this might have been the same day that I melted Berry Good Cookie in the living room. And this actually started to overpower the berry cookie, Berry Good Cookie after a while. It was just really good, really, really good. And I know she's got a restock coming up, I think mid-April. So if you are lucky enough to be one of the 200 orders that is able to order from Candles from the Keeping Room, I think she has this on her restock list, but pick it up because it is fantastic if you like berry scents. And then also, I melted Berry Custard Torte from Candles from the Keeping Room. Another one that's really good and really strong. Her wax is just so good. I've never had any performance issues with her wax. But basically, you know, this one definitely has that like blueberry. It's more of a blueberry than it is any other kind of berry. And it does have more of a bakery note than like Queensberry Fluff, for example. But really good if you like a blueberry bakery type of a fragrance. Like, this is really, really good. And I think that's it. That's it. We're all done here, guys. So that's what I melted this past week, past 8 days, I should say, in all of the warmers in my house. If you have melted any of these, I would love to hear your thoughts on how they performed for you. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. And yeah, comment, like, and subscribe, and have a great day. Bye, guys.